What to do when you don't know what to do? This is a big question. It can go to many directions. And in this video, I will be very ambitious and try to cover all of the meaning that resides under this umbrella of this what to do when you don't know what to do, because a core solution to this quandary, to this stagnant, to this feeling of that you are stuck and miserable and you don't know what to do next, and you're overwhelmed by life or by internal things that going on, you name it. I was there for several years that I feel behind. This is what the channel is about. For those who feel behind and they have the potential to catch up with their friends, the colleagues, and everyone and bloom late, right? So if you haven't subscribed yet, this is the place to see my journey overcoming these challenges, trying to make money online, testing different opportunities online, and so on. So subscribe. There are many problems that can go with the what to do if you don't know what to do. And also there is a self-discovery issue that can go with that. What to do next in your life, in your career, why you don't feel a sense of purpose in your life. Maybe you would like to pursue a content creation on YouTube, on your blog, elsewhere, and so on. There are many also opportunities that overwhelm you, and every guru suggests something else. So you don't know really what to do and you feel stagnant. You don't know what to do next. Even if you're locked in some niche or some area of content creation or a hobby, or you have some concrete idea about your next job or about your career shift and so on, you still can feel overwhelmed and stagnant and stuck, that you don't know what to do. And this video is for you, because with my 3 actionable steps that I figured out through my journey as a late bloomer, as somebody who feels behind in life, and step by step closing the gap, find his path, unique path, online and offline. So with my 3 actionable steps, hopefully, whatever your situation, which I don't know, you could try and follow these steps by their order, so you would figure out what to do next and solve your problems and get some clearance and feel better after all. So step 1 is crucial, and it's important to be the first. Journaling. Journaling's old traditional method to self-discovery, to dump your, all these negative emotions, to reduce overwhelm from the situation you don't know, you have so many problems to tackle. Just the practice of journaling, writing down your thoughts, your feelings, that helps you to get kind of control of the situation, to understand the problems, what you are facing with. And this is a very crucial step to actually overcome these problems, to overcome this, quandary, what you do, what you should do next, or what is your purpose, what is your next job, and so on. And you can do it like in a freestyle, just to dump all your thoughts and emotions about the situation. They try to find some themes and trying to make sense of what you wrote. This is one way to do so. Another is more structural, to write like a spider, right? You write 2-3 themes going on in your life now, and then elaborate them by connecting them by lines to other issues that are relevant, like subcategories, subtopics, and that would help you to better understand the some kids going on. I'm in the middle of the street, so there are woods behind me, but I'm actually in the street. So one of the reasons I'm here is because I solved a big problem I had just recently with the neighbors. I can't really record indoors because of the neighbors. They are pensioners and they don't really accept the fact that I record long videos during the day, and they are during the day in their house. So it kind of conflict. So I went outdoors to record there. So your first step is journaling. Journaling will give you clearance. We release some bad emotions and overwhelm by all of the situation, all the mess, all the different problems you have. By journaling, you can also understand, which leads me to the next step, what is the hierarchy of your problems? What is the plan for your next step in life? What is important to you now? And you can further journal about it, or you just think about it as you walk in the park during afternoon and so on. Find what better suits you. Try to understand which problem is more the fundamental, the core problem that you're actually facing right now. Because, when you get overwhelmed, for example, now I had issues with my neighbors because I don't feel comfortable at my own home. A lot of noise going on, so I look for another apartment. And also I feel behind in life, more generally speaking. And also I just feel not that well physically. I had a lot of mind-body symptoms going on, like muscle pains, heartburn, and many other stuff that are far better than they used to be, but they're still I have some flare-ups here and there, depends on my emotional state and my struggles in life. Where you have so many issues going on, you need to make a hierarchy on paper and to understand which problem is the core problem that you actually need to solve. And if you solve it, then all of the other problems becomes less significant and you can actually manage them or even overcome them entirely. At the same time, maybe the core problem is so big that you need to plan ahead, and it's very intimidated to talk with a neighbor or try to actually find a new apartment. It takes time. So maybe you can tackle another more tiny problem that is more achievable right now, right? For example, just do some errands that will make you feel better. Clean your house. Yeah, like the old traditional statement of Jordan Peterson. Clean your room and you will then be more able to do other stuff. It's accumulative. Your skill of coping with the world, with the problems that the world throw on you, then you need to take action. And when you take action at something, even the tiniest one, like cleaning your room, then you can go ahead and do other stuff because you are motivated by your tiny achievement, right? Try to make a hierarchy of your problems. And once you do that, then try to see what you can tackle first and how, whether it's the biggest problem or the more, practically speaking, the one that you actually solve very quickly and go ahead with other problems. For example, I made now the moving apartment stuff as the first priority. And after I reach that, I can go back and moving on with my content creation stuff more intensively. However, I did create some videos here and there in between outdoors. So it's complicated. I understood that just by journaling. So the overarching problem of me feeling behind in life will solve itself as I move apartment, get my peaceful place, and I create more videos and see how it goes in my channels. I have this channel, I have my chess channel, I have another content creation channel, and I also have my blogging thing that I need to figure out things there and to see how it goes there with money, with immediate money, with potential money. And my freelance gig as a content creator, I want to start a web design gig, and maybe I will try start a course. So each problem has its own time to be solved. And that journaling stuff and the planning stuff helped me to organize everything and to be less overwhelmed and get clearance. What should I do first and what should I do second, and where should I go when, and so on. So I hope this gives you some sense of how to implement this in your situation. So once you do that, you will immediately feel far better. Believe me, I know that, because the overwhelming feeling of facing so many things at the same time, this is what can lead people to very dark places. Believe me, I know that. So you need to better understand what are you actually coping with through journaling, through making this hierarchy of problems, or if you just don't know what the heck you should do in life now, I dedicated an entire video. If self-discovery is your issue and you don't know what to do next, in terms of you don't know what is your passion, what you're passionate about, what would you do as a hobby, what is your niche if you want to pursue content creation, watch this video where I explain in detail the core reason and solution why people feel lost and don't know, and they are anxious when they try to pursue something that is the thing for them in life. So watch this video where I cover everything about that. But the journaling and the mapping of your next steps, doing hierarchy of problems or hierarchy of needs, of passions, that can also help you in that matter of self-discovery. So as you can imagine, the third step is actually implementing your plan. You have your hierarchy of problems, you know exactly how you can tackle each and at what timing, and then you just do the most fundamental and hard thing is to actually start the first YouTube video if you're contemplating to start a channel, experimenting with new content, whether it's YouTube, whether it's blogging, whether it's other social media. Just start. This is the most friction on that front of starting out. Write the first blog post, write the first post on LinkedIn or an X or whatever. Experiment with it and see how it goes. And you can tune your content, you tune your voice on the go. I have other videos about that. Now just start out. So you know from previous step what problem you can solve now. So start with it and then go with the next problem and the next problem. And this is the way it is. First, releasing through journaling, I prefer, but there are other methods for that as well. Then doing some order, organize your thoughts, organize your feelings in a more structured way so you can have kind of a plan, so you can move ahead and solve different issues at their own logic, at their own time, to know what to do first, because this is the most overwhelming part, that you don't know what to do first. You have so many issues going on, so many quandaries about life, what you should do, what you should pursue, how you can manage this problem and that problem, how you can make money online, how you can catch up with your friends that are way ahead of you. This is what I feel. So you need to do some hierarchy, the hierarchy, organization, the releasing, and finally the implementation, which is the most difficult part, but the most important one as well. So these were my 3 steps. I hope you found value in them. I want you to actually implement it and do it, not just watch the video and actually try to do it. I don't know your specific situation and I can't guide you through specifics about what you can do with your quandaries. You know better. You know yourself. Just use the 3 steps in their order, and hopefully you could feel better just by doing the journaling, just by doing your plans, just by taking your first step to solve the first problem or to try to figure out the first thing you can do to experiment with online and so on. These things can help you elevate your mood, give you more motivation to take the next steps in your life and move ahead and solve these things that you didn't know what to do. The overwhelming, as the title suggests, what to do when you don't know what to do. So I hope this gave you some sense what to do and how to do when you don't know what to do. So if you took value of this video, please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already, and hope to see you in the next video. Bye for now.